covering the GOP convention, Tampa, Florida, talking to John Sullivan. Now, John, with Dinesh D'Souza, you made the movie 2016 Obama's America. Nice to meet you. Welcome to NRA News.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for having us here at the RNC.
Okay, so you look at the success of this movie, and there's no way you could have even anticipated it. I mean, it really is an amazing success story, even regardless of the topic of the movie, the way this documentary has taken off like this.
Yeah, we grew it from one theater in Houston.
Right.
We went to 4 theaters, 10 theaters, 60 theaters, 169, 1,100, and then this weekend we'll be on 1,750.
Now, just for people who don't know movies, what's like a wide release movie? How many screens do they get?
That'll be like 3,400,
okay,
right around there.
So just about half. For a documentary, it's still got to be, it's mind-blowing.
Oh, it is. I mean, last night we were the #2 movie in the country, and we were behind The Expendables, which I think is still on about 3,300 screens.
Yeah. So, for people who live under a rock and don't know about the movie, tell us about the movie. 2016 Obama's America. What takes place in the movie?
Yeah, the movie, as you said, it's based on Dinesh D'Souza's 2 books, The Roots of Obama's Rage and Obama's America. And what it does, it takes a look at President Barack Obama. And for the first half of the film, you kind of take a journey along with Dinesh to find out who is President Obama. And the reason we take that journey is to figure out, well, where would the country be in 2016 if he got a second term? And so the second half of the movie is kind of looking at where would it be economically, where would the world be, particularly the Middle East, where would our military power be, what does our nuclear capabilities look like, and all of that. Now, some people say, well, hey, it's a political documentary. I've had people walk out of the movie and say, I just saw a horror film. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Something. This is completely anecdotal, but on our night show, Cam and Company, we talked about the movie The Obama Effect with Charles Dutton and Cat Williams, who played the Republican gangster character. That movie went nowhere. I mean, it's still in a few theaters, but your movie, which is on the other side of the spectrum, of course, is taking off. Do you think that is symptomatic of the larger feeling of this country and maybe almost prophetic about the November race?
Well, I don't know about November. I mean, if I could have predicted our box office success, I could predict November for you. But I do think what's happening, though, is people are looking for, the reason they're gravitating to 2016 is they don't feel they've been told the whole story on this. Our tagline is, love him, hate him, you don't know him. And people are resonating with the you don't know him. Even people that have voted for him in 2008 are coming back and saying, hey, I don't really know who this guy is after 4 years. I don't know if in November I want to make that same choice. I want to be a little bit more informed, and that's all we're putting out there is more information on the president.
Now, your background in Hollywood, give us a short elevator speech of your resume.
Basically, the other movie I did was Expelled with Ben Stein, which was, they called it the first conservative documentary. We just passed that last week in box office this weekend that I did with Ben, and before that I did like commercials and stuff like that.
Is it tough to be a conservative in Hollywood?
It's kind of funny in that way. I think that if you do your job well, people are always looking for dependable people in Hollywood. But I do think sometimes there can be a little bit of a backlash if you wear that on your sleeves in certain places and that. I've heard stories of people that have had those issues before. And I do think it's hard, though, on the creative side to get there. But I do think Hollywood's kind of listening a little bit more. You have films like Act of Valor, the Navy SEALs movie, did tremendous box office. Suddenly there's a little perking up on this. And I can tell you, we definitely have Hollywood's attention with 2016.
I can only imagine. I have no idea how Hollywood works, but I can imagine when they see numbers like this for a documentary, you're going to be in demand to maybe make someone else's documentary and just keep going with this.
Well, and it's, what I find interesting, I've had 3 major studio heads call me personally and ask, what's going on? I need to see this movie. What's going on with this? Why? How did you guys come? Because we came out of nowhere. I mean, people didn't expect, kind of like Obama. We came out of nowhere, and with this, they're kind of saying, how did this happen? It was made outside of Hollywood, yet you're getting released in the major theaters like Regal, AMC, Cinemark. People can see it, all over the country. And every week, what's very interesting is typically a Hollywood movie will go down by 50% from one week to the next. We're going up. I mean, it's just insanity. I mean, it's just, we love it. I mean, as you might imagine, we're just so excited about the success of the film.
Well, you got to be so proud, so congratulations to you. Of course, check your movie listings to watch this movie, but if people want to find out more online before they go see a trailer, where do they go?
They go to 2016themovie.com, again, 2016themovie.com. We'll have a trailer up there for you to see. You've got theater listings, so you can put in your state, and it'll tell you where it's at. And, for a lot of people, we're about 15 to 20 miles at least from where they might live, even if they're kind of more rural or out of the zone there. So, again, we're very excited by the success of it and how it's sweeping America.
Well, John, nice to meet you. I'm sure next time I'll have to go with your agent to get to you, so it's good to talk to you now. Thank you, sir, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.